cloth. Right, easiest way to get brake shoes off is to fold them in half. Watch your fingers because they sometimes clack together. There you go, off, peedly. And if you do it right, you put them on the same. Yeah. Clunk them down. Oh, missed. There you go. Off they come. Little metal pieces on the ends are there, look. Make sure they're attached, they're not too worn. Bit of camway, like I love that. I don't like using too much grease in the brakes, they're just sticks. Oh, that feels rough. Yep, just needed an extra yoke. A little bit of wear on the spindle. All on that forward edge. That's mad, that. Doesn't look like it'll stick anyway. Give that a clean out. Definitely jam in there. And I'll give it a clean up and a wire brush. And start off, give it a petrol off. Grease off it. Right, I'll give the plate a clean. Give all the threadies a wire brush. In there's nice and clean. As I say, there's a little bit of a little tiny flat on there. Not a lot. I'm not going to worry about that at all. That seems to be a problem. That should slide in there nice. It's only on the end, so right, I don't know whether we can see. It's just like the shiniest bit there. That's right on the end of the wear, just there. I think that is where it's catching. So in the vise it goes. I'm going to put it in across the square. It's tight enough to hold it still, really, and I'm just going to give that a bit of a press. I don't want a lot off it at all. Better. Just drops in now. Yeah, right on that edge. There's a little bit of plane there, look. Room for the grease. Right, grease it up, put it back together. Give the brake shoes a quick wire and brushing. Yeah, that's alright. Right, here's all my bits all cleaned up. Right, grease nipple, I'll just give it a try. Make sure it's not blocked up. You can see it's not there. There you go. Right, I'm going to put a bit of grease on the spindle. Not a lot, and be careful of this. You don't want it on your brakes, on your linings. I'm going to pop that in. Yep, about there. There's me nut. Screw that on. Just finger tight, really. Don't forget to tighten it if you do things finger tight. I'm just going to give that another couple of pumps of grease. Now, see it coming out here. See it coming out there. Couple of spoons, make sure it's on nice. That's lovely. Right, back to our brake shoes. Right, that's all spindled up. Right, want the two flat sides there at the side. You'll notice on the brake shoes, they've got, or mine have, this one's perfectly flat and that one's shaped. The two shaped one ends go on the stationary end, the solid end, and the flat ends go onto the cam. Right. Optional, little bit of copper slip. You don't want a lot of grease in your brakes because the dust sticks to it. Stop rust more than out else. Yes, a little, just a bit. Right, so a couple of springs. Hook them together. Right, just have enough pressure on them just to stop them dropping off, and then twist them round like that. Well, and that spring will drop off. Oh, I've done it again. This is so easy. I don't believe myself. Right, so is this time, I think. Right, springs on. Fold the shoes in half, hook them over. The cam end's the hardest because you have to stretch them the widest. And fold one down, push that one in. It will go in. There you go. Lovely. They will self-centralise when you put them in the drum and you press the brake for the first time. Right. That's ready to go back on the bike. Okie-doke. Right, I've given everything a wipe off, get rid of the old grease. I've wiped out the old grease in the speedo drive. Just give that a couple of squirts. Yeah, just breaking through, so that'll do. That's well lubricated. I have a wash on the spindle. Right, it passed through the swinging arm and the chain tensioner. Then I have a spacer on. Then that passes through your brake drum, through the wheel, and on the other end you put the bobbin on first, Then your speedo drive, making sure these tangs are located with the slots in the wheel. I'll show you in a minute. So that's that on, then another spacer, and then that passes through your swinging arm, and I have a washer and a nut, and that should be just in the wrong angle, and I have a washer and a nut. So